All right, so right away, I know there's going to be some people thinking, you shouldn't have made this video, dude. Just let it go. Move past this. Um, no, no. Let's not. Let's talk about this because this is absolutely incredible. All right, so for those of you who don't know, recently I put out a video discussing co-op coming to Halo Infinite because we got our first flight, our first co-op flight for Halo Infinite. And in that video, I was basically pointing out how for somebody like me who had a Game Pass subscription when Halo Infinite launched to play the campaign, but I no longer have a Game Pass subscription now and I never bought the game, I was pointing out how I will now have to spend more money on a Game Pass subscription or buy the game if I want to experience co-op now that it's in Halo Infinite, well, in the form of a flight. So that's what the video was about. I was just pointing that out. And why I was pointing that out, we'll get to in a second. But I have so many people on Twitter and in YouTube comments and other YouTube videos telling me I had a bad take. Just take the L, dude. I guess everybody else is wrong and you're the one that's right. I guess so. I guess so. Because here's the thing. Many people are saying they agree that co-op should have been in the game at launch for Halo Infinite. Overwhelming majority of people are saying they agree with that. And that was my point. That co-op should have been in the game at launch. And because it's not, somebody like me, who had a Game Pass subscription at the launch of Infinite, no longer has a Game Pass subscription now and never bought the game, someone like me will now have to spend more money to experience a mode that should have been in the game at launch. Right? That was my point. Many people agree co-op should have been in the game at launch. So people are telling me, oh, we agree with that point. We agree with that part. But not the other part. But the other part is that I will have to spend more money now to experience co-op. And that is a literal fact. Because I don't have a Game Pass subscription and I never bought the game. I'm going to keep repeating myself in this video because I think that's what needs to be done. Because some of these people just are not getting it. But yeah, people are agreeing with the opinion that co-op should have been in the game at launch, but they're disagreeing with the fact that I have to spend more money now. It is absolutely insane. You cannot make this shit up. Now, another common thing I noticed from the response to my video is a lot of people are twisting what I said in that video and forming their own false narrative. That narrative being that I was saying, people think I was saying this. Now that co-op is added to Halo Infinite, they think I'm saying I should be able to play Halo Infinite co-op without a Game Pass subscription or without having bought the game. That's what these people think I was saying. I didn't say that. My point was very clear. I didn't say that at all. But they think I'm complaining that I should be able to play a game without having bought the game or got a Game Pass subscription. No. No. I was not saying that at all. I did not say that. So yes, when you ask me, oh, is everybody else just wrong? Yeah, everybody else is just wrong. I'm so glad that I'm not someone who just is hyper fixated on what the majority thinks. Like, I don't care how many people are against me on this. If I know I made sense, if I know I'm right, then I don't care what everyone else thinks. I know I'm right. I know I am. I mean, part of what I said is a literal fact, and the other part, everyone's saying they agree with, that co-op should have been in the game at launch. Now, I've been replying to a bunch of people on Twitter who've responded to my video, just because I think this whole thing is hilarious. Like, this is the equivalent of me tweeting out 2 + 2 = 4, and people say, we agree that 2 + 2 = 4, but we don't agree with that tweet. But my tweet says 2 + 2 = 4. Oh no, yeah, we agree 2 + 2 = 4, but not your tweet though. Excuse me? Like, that is the same level of stupidity. Everyone's trying to clown me as if I had a bad take or I was wrong, when unironically they're just clowning themselves for not being able to comprehend an extremely simple video. And actually, they agree with the video and then turn around and say they don't agree with the video. Again, they keep saying, oh, we agree co-op should have been there at launch, but we don't agree with your video. We don't agree with the spending more money part, even though that part is the fact that I would have to spend more money. Now, people are saying this. You didn't have to spend more money because you could have waited. You could have not have gotten a Game Pass subscription when the game launched and waited until co-op was added to the game to then spend money so you could experience co-op. All right? That's what people are saying, and let me explain why that is completely irrelevant. First off, it doesn't matter how much I spent on the game. It doesn't matter if I bought the game for $60, a Game Pass subscription for $10, or, in my case, I got Game Pass for $1 when the game launched, and that's how I played the game. Now, that is a way that's an acceptable way to play Halo Infinite. You can play on Game Pass, right? Like, that's not cheating the system. No, they let you play the game that way. With other Halo games, in the past, I would have to spend $60 because they weren't on Game Pass or Game Pass wasn't a thing yet. So I had to buy the game for $60. Okay, but I mean, that's what you had to do to play the game back then, right? You didn't have the Game Pass subscription thing. And plus, those past Halo games launched a lot more complete, and they launched with co-op. So even though I was spending $60 on older Halo games, I could still play co-op day one, right? The amount that I spent here is completely irrelevant because the video is about how co-op should have been in the game at launch. I don't care how much I spent. Completely irrelevant. Now, when people say you could have waited to spend money on the game when co-op was finally added. And I mean, it's not added yet, but we got the co-op flight, and you have to either have the game or have a Game Pass subscription to play co-op in the flight. But here's the thing. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to play Halo Infinite campaign day one. I got Game Pass for $1, and I played the campaign on launch day. I don't regret that. I wanted to do that. But still, I should be able to spend money on a Halo game and play co-op day one. I don't know how you can say you agree co-op should be in the game at launch, but then not agree that I should be able to play co-op day one. Those are the same things. If you think co-op should have been in the game at launch, then you have to think I should have been able to play co-op at launch. It's that simple. Now, some people are also saying, oh, you knew co-op wouldn't be there day one. 343 informed us of that a while ago. So you shouldn't have been surprised by this. I'm not complaining I didn't know co-op wasn't going to be there. I knew co-op wasn't going to be there day one. I'm not surprised by that. I'm not shocked. I wasn't caught off guard. That's not the complaint. Either way, even though I knew co-op wasn't going to be there day one, I still wanted to play the campaign at launch. I don't regret playing the campaign at launch. It doesn't matter that I knew co-op wasn't going to be in the game. Still, my point, which everyone's saying they agree with, is that co-op should have been in the game day one. It should have been there, and I should have been able to play it with my initial Game Pass subscription that I had at launch of Halo Infinite. I should have been able to play co-op then, because co-op should have been in the game at launch. How are people this fucking stupid? It is insane that people are this dumb. I think it's hilarious. I love it. I mean, this is great. Like, that I can comprehend this, but nobody else can. And it's not nobody. There are some people that easily understood what I was saying. There are people out there with brain cells, believe it or not. I know, people just like to lie and, push their own narratives. I think some people might truly understand what I was saying, which it wasn't hard to comprehend at all. Well, it shouldn't have been hard to comprehend. I think some people do get it, but they just want to, they want to form their own narrative and just, haha, clown on somebody, talk shit. That's just what people like to do. People like to lie. And, speaking of liars, we have Sean W. Sean W. There's one thing that I cannot stand, and that is people lying about me. You got Sean W. lying on Twitter, saying that I insulted him, and then here he is in the comments of Mischief's video, saying I started slinging insults. I never insulted this fucking guy. This guy is lying. He's lying. He is absolutely lying. I never insulted him, and he needs to keep his fucking mouth shut. And then everybody that's misrepresenting my video and the point that I was making, they're also lying about me. They're also lying. They're saying that I'm complaining that I can't play Halo Infinite for free. I can't play co-op for free. That's what they think I was saying, and I wasn't at all. This is the confusion. I don't know how you're confused by this, but because I explained it thoroughly in the video, and it was a very simple point to understand. In my video, I'm saying co-op should have been in the game at launch. Most people agree with that. Because co-op wasn't in the game at launch, I would have to spend more money to play it now. Now, when I say that, when I say I have to spend more money now to play Halo Infinite, that is me saying, that is me pointing out that co-op should have been in the game at launch, and because it wasn't, now I have to spend more money. Oh, you could have waited. I already addressed this. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to play the game at launch. I still should be able to play a Halo game at launch, spend money on that game at launch, and play co-op. It's just, people, and that's the thing, people are interpreting that as me saying I should be able to play Halo Infinite co-op for free, even though I don't own the game and I don't have a Game Pass subscription. No. Not saying that at all. Never said that. Absolutely wrong. Incorrect. Never said that. So everyone trying to clown me is indirectly just clowning themselves for not being able to comprehend one of the most simple videos I've ever put out. Now, let me address another thing that people are saying. People are saying, well, we already knew co-op wasn't going to be there at launch. And, no shit that you have to spend money on a game to play the game. Well, first off, co-op and Halo Infinite is relevant again because I made that video right before we got the co-op flight. Co-op was finally going to be playable for Halo Infinite in the form of a flight. So yeah, the topic was relevant again. And yes, I'm aware that many people already knew that co-op wasn't going to be in the game. But again, like I said, the topic was relevant again because we're finally getting co-op 8 months later after launch. But I also wanted to provide an additional explanation. And this video was supposed to be more of a reminder to people or to bring awareness to what this means for people like me who don't own the game and don't have a Game Pass subscription but want to play co-op. What I was pointing out was that people who had access to Halo Infinite at launch with a Game Pass subscription but don't have access to the game now because they don't have a Game Pass subscription, they don't own the game, they will now, if they want to play co-op, they will now have to spend more money to play this mode that should have been in the game at launch, and they should have been able to play with their first Game Pass subscription when Halo Infinite released. And so I was bringing awareness to the fact that those people will be giving Microsoft more money basically because a game launched incomplete. Because, again, I'll keep repeating myself, co-op should have been there at launch. If it was there at launch, they would have been able to experience that mode with their first Game Pass subscription. Oh, they could have waited. No. They shouldn't have had to wait it. That's the thing. Co-op should have been there day one. They should be able to spend money on the game day one, play the game day one, and also play co-op day one. So shut the fuck up about this. Oh, you could have waited. Irrelevant. But anyways, because the game launched incomplete and they no longer have that Game Pass subscription, and if they want to play co-op, they have to shell out more money give Microsoft more money, basically because the game launched incomplete, right? That's what I was pointing out. And I also pointed out in that video how people say they hate modern gaming and then they go and support modern gaming. And the response to my video kind of justifies that. You have a lot of people coming at me like I'm the bad guy. I'm speaking out against incomplete games, but I'm the bad guy, apparently. Like, yeah, fuck me. Fuck me for wanting a complete game at launch. Yeah, like, I'm the bad guy. So yeah, those of you, like, there's some of you, you criticize modern gaming and then you go and support it. So just shut your fucking mouth. And I understand that it's not, like, completely black and white. Like, it's hard to just not support it at all because people want a game, right? So some people will just take what they can get and they might support it a little. And even I supported modern game a little by, with my $1 Game Pass subscription at the launch of Halo Infinite, right? I spent $1, I guess, to play an incomplete game, but $1, I'm willing to spend $1 on that, right? In my eyes, that's a good deal. So I don't necessarily think you're completely wrong if you've ever supported modern gaming by, purchasing a microtransaction or an incomplete game. I more so am criticizing people that, like, defend these modern gaming trends, defend incomplete games. And that's kind of what you saw with the response to my video. Now, another thing I want to address is people thinking I was being cheap, thinking I was tripping over $1 or $10. No, that didn't matter at all. It wasn't about the price at all. It's the point that I bought I got a Game Pass subscription at the launch of Halo Infinite to play the campaign, and co-op should have been there. That was my point. And people are saying they agree that co-op should have been there at launch, but then they go and say they don't agree with my video. That makes absolutely zero sense. None at all. Not even a little bit. Now, real quick, let me address the title of my YouTube video. Halo Infinite co-op is not free. And in the thumbnail, I said co-op isn't free. Are you guys new to YouTube? It's a YouTube title. It's a YouTube video title and thumbnail. You have to watch the video to get the explanation. Oh, co-op is not free? What is he talking about? And then you watch the video, and then you hear how I'm explaining co-op is not free for me to play because I don't have a Game Pass subscription. I don't own the game. And now I will have to spend more money. I'll spend more money, I have to, if I want to play a mode that should have been in the game at launch, that I should have been able to play with my first Game Pass subscription when Halo Infinite launched. So it's not free to me. Like, I explain it in the video. Like, YouTube titles only can be so long. They're kind of vague. Like, it's a YouTube title. I explained it in the video. So you can't get stuck on the title. Like, it's like people were trying to understand my video, my 14-minute video or whatever it was, by looking at the title and the thumbnail. No, the video's there for a reason. You have to watch the video. So shut the fuck up about the title. And that's not even like the most clickbait thing in the world or anything like that, even if you would even consider it clickbait. Because it says co-op is not free. And yes, it is not free for me to play. I mean, it's actually, it's not a lie. It's not. Co-op is not free. If you don't own Halo Infinite, co-op is not free. So it's not even clickbait. It's not even a lie. It's the truth. So again, like, are people, that's a fact. Co-op is not free. You have to spend money on the game. So is this another fact that people are disagreeing with? Absolutely ridiculous. And then in my video, I explained that the co-op update for Halo Infinite is a free update. I say that, so I'm not lying. I'm not clickbaiting. You just gotta, watch the video. You know what I mean? So anyways, hopefully that cleared some things up. although it probably didn't, because if people were that confused about my original video and my Twitter videos that followed, then they probably won't be able to comprehend this one either. And again, to all of those who were saying, just drop this, man, stop making videos, stop talking about it, just move on. Don't talk to me. Talk to everybody else that was not comprehending my video. Talk to everybody else that was replying to me, the other people making videos about me, the people lying about me. Go tell them to stop, not me to stop. What do you mean? Like, I'm responding to them, to all these people that can't comprehend the most basic fucking video. And again, I just think this whole thing is hilarious. Like, it's entertaining. That's why I was replying to so many people. It's like people not comprehending that 2 + 2 = 4. Here I am, a fucking genius, apparently, that I know 2 + 2 = 4, but nobody else does. It's hilarious. I love it. It's entertaining. So anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Yeah, sometimes everybody else is wrong. And this is one of those times. Again, it's not everyone. It's not everyone. Because some people comprehended what I was saying, no problem. They're like, some people responded to me, and they were like, yeah, I clearly understand what you're saying. Like, it was a very simple point you were making. How could anyone not comprehend this? I don't know. That's another thing. There's a lot of dumb people in the world, right? Are you really surprised that there's that many dumb people in the world? So yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense that a lot of people just don't understand, can't comprehend basic shit. There's a lot of idiots out there. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.